Welcome everyone to the female bodybuilding channel. JB, today we're joined by an athlete we just saw. I just saw her on Instagram, JB, and I called you and I said, have you heard about Tifani Wittman?
And I said yes.
And JB said, obviously I have, but I haven't. Tifani, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for the invitation again.
Thank you very much.
So, for people at home, when you check her Instagram, she's 22, correct?
Yeah, I'm 22. I just turned 22 in February, on the 12th of February, actually.
And for people at home, when you see your Instagram and the pictures we're going to add in and the video we're going to add in this interview, the muscular development at this age is incredible.
Well, thank you for the compliments, but you know, I never satisfied. I always want to go farther and farther and develop my muscles to another level. So I want to gain much more muscle mass in the future, and of course to compete in the field of bodybuilding and, you know, achieve and to get a pro card, you know, in the future in the federation of IFBB, of course, because I already got a pro card in another smaller federations, but you know, the most known and the most famous one federation is the IFBB, and that's my future goal.
So before that, talk to us at 22, just turned 22. What major titles have you already won?
I started to compete in powerlifting when I was 17, actually. So I've been competing for 5 years now, and I've been to almost 16 or 17 powerlifting competitions. Then 2 years ago, I switched to bodybuilding. I've never imagined that I'm gonna be on the stage and I can compete, because, you know, as a powerlifter, everybody thinks that powerlifters must be fat and not shredded and ripped. But, you know, maybe I was an exception, but of course, not just me. There are a lot of famous powerlifters. For example, Steffi Cohen is really very ripped, despite of the fact that she's a pro powerlifter as well. So, as I mentioned, 2 years ago, I switched to bodybuilding because I wanted to protect my body. I wanted to protect my joints, and I didn't want to go heavy. I used to deadlift with 250 kilograms with a body weight of 75.
Oh,
so
wow.
I think it's a really big achievement for a small little girl, you know, who I was. And everybody say that I am very shredded and ripped and I have good genetics. So I started to compete in bodybuilding in Hungary and Budapest for the first time. Then I've been to Slovenia last
at age
year.
18?
No, at 20.
Okay, at age 20.
Yeah, 20. Yeah. Then I've been to Germany last November. It was a world championship. I won first place there. So I have achieved really great places, despite of the fact that I didn't expect that, because I was really judgmental towards to myself. I really didn't think that I can win. So maybe I didn't have enough confidence for the stage, which is really needed there. You have to be confident when you stand on the stage. So really this world for me is everything, and I try to give my best every day.
Did you have any guidance at age 20 with food and supplementation and training? Did you do it yourself? How was your parents? Were they supportive of this? Or talk to us a little bit about those type of things.
Of course, I had a trainer when I started bodybuilding. When I was a powerlifter, I relied on myself. So I had to learn from the experiences back then, you know, when I was lifting weights. But when I switched to bodybuilding, I know that it is a more serious and more complex sport, which has to be explained in details and more partially and everything. So there was a trainer, a really famous trainer from Budapest, Vida Zoltán. He was my trainer, but unfortunately he died last year in this December due to COVID. So I don't have anyone anymore, and it is a really big loss for the bodybuilding world in Hungary, and for me as well, because it is really hard to find someone in this world who you can fully trust and rely on and believe him, of course. So he was the first one who ever believed me and supported me, and I'm really thankful to him because of that, because if he hadn't told me that I can be a world champion and I can compete in bodybuilding, I wouldn't have been there. I wouldn't have achieved these things, these achievements and the results and everything.
But usually girls in their 20s to compete, it's purely bikini weighing 45 kilos. When people saw you, because you can't really see that much maybe in just, that's a better, there you go. They can't see so much in this picture here right now, but we will post videos and pictures. Your body is like, JB, at this age, we have not seen this before. It's for people at home, when you see the pictures and video, these pictures and video, you weren't 20, even 22. You were 20.
Yeah,
and 21.
I was much younger. Yeah.
How do you train to achieve this level of condition and size at this age? And what's the reaction from other people? Because we have never seen, JB, ever, have we? At this age, this development, have we, JB?
I say no.
I'm honored. I'm really honored.
It's incredible. It's like
it's comparable to Natalia Kuznetsova.
I knew you were going to say that because she's one of my role model actually, and I think that she can prove the fact that first of all, in my opinion, she has got a beautiful face. Really. Russian women and girls are really beautiful generally, and just because she's a really buffed big bodybuilder, it doesn't mean that she didn't stay feminine. So of course, for a usual normal everyday life man or woman, it is too much and too muscular and too manly and everything. But the ones who are into the bodybuilding and competing, they know that yes, she is huge. She is bigger than some of the people's car. She has got legs like a tree or a trunk and everything, but she has got beautiful eyes, and the structure of the face I think remained feminine. I know women and girls who don't do bodybuilding and don't take the stuff and everything, and they didn't stay feminine because they were born like that they are manly and not feminine. So
and she's good from the heart. I know her, so
that's great. Yeah.
Is that something, because for people, first of all, 2 days ago, do you know Jake Wood, the Olympia owner?
I heard about him, but I don't follow these updates nowadays. I don't have time for that, unfortunately. So
he's the owner of Miss Olympia, and he is the godfather of women's bodybuilding, of course. And I called him and I showed him your pictures and your film.
My God. And what was his reaction?
Same as me and JB. He said,
I have no words.
But he was very, very optimistic. But as he said, and you said, longevity and to stay feminine, because if you want to become the #1 star, you must have longevity and you must stay feminine.
Of
and
course,
you are only 22. What is this important for you?
Well, I think that really maintaining a healthy lifestyle, even when you compete, because competing in a serious way is of course not healthy, no matter in what you compete, no matter what. But really, in women's bodybuilding, it is really important to stay healthy and feminine. First of all, healthy, because if there is no health, there is nothing. And second of all, you have to stay feminine. For me, it is really important, and I think it should be relentless to other women as well, because just according to my imagination, if a female bodybuilder wins a competition or a show, then she has to be the advertisement for the other girls. She has to represent that show or competition, what the other girls should expect. So the look is really relevant, because you cannot promote or advertise, sorry for saying that, an ugly woman. So I don't think that you can do win-win at ugly women. So it's really, really important to stay feminine, to really just have the feminine look, especially in face.
How does people react to you in your family and things like this at your muscular level at age 20, 22? Because this is it's we never seen this before, other than Amazonka, as you say.
Female bodybuilders and bodybuildings where I live, because I live in Slovakia, in a small town. I don't even want to mention the name of the town, because I don't like living here. People abroad, especially in the USA or in Germany or in really bigger cities, are very open-minded, kind, and they can accept the variety and the different people and cultures and the sportsmen and sportswomen. But here the people react really rude and bad, so they don't have nice behavior towards, not just, I don't want to say towards to me, but towards to the female bodybuilders and to the bodybuilders in general, because they look down the people who work out, because they don't find it important. They look down if someone is muscular, because they live in a world back in the 80, 90, or I don't know, where the women have to be skinny, so they don't accept the fat girls and muscular girls. They think that skinny is okay, and they really don't understand. They don't understand anything about the sport, about the sacrifice, the dedication, and everything what you have to endure to get to this point. When I started this, I was, I've been working out since 2014. Actually, I started everything when I was 14 years old. Wow. Everything started in my room. I was only squatting with my own body weight. For example, 5 sets of 50 reps and really high repetitions and everything. I didn't dare to go to the gym. I didn't know how does it work, so I didn't really have an imagination of it. Then I got into it very quickly. I got used to working out with dumbbells, barbells, weights, equipments, machines, everything. And the big breakthrough was at 2017, when I started to compete in powerlifting, as I mentioned. Well, my family, I can say that they were supportive or non-supportive. They just, they were going to work. They were doing their jobs, and they didn't realize that what do I want to achieve? That what would I like? What would I like to be in the future? So they didn't care. But when I got more muscular and more muscular, month by month and week by week, my mother didn't like it because women, how do they react? Especially older ones, because you know uh, they don't really get it. They are not on the internet. They are not very up to date. So
One question: did you watch any Miss Olymp? I think we lost your picture there for a second, Tiffany.
It just out.
yeah, I don't know what did happen. Just a moment.
Yeah.
We opened the car. Ah.
Yeah, it's working.
Did you? There you go. Did you watch any women's bodybuilding from like Miss Olympia or Old Tech? Did you get any motivation from the American stars, or did you watch any women's bodybuilding?
I've been watching it for several times, and I have always been amazed by that. Actually, the first bodybuilding competition, female bodybuilding competition, what I saw was at age of 13, when I didn't even work out with my own body weight. And as a little girl, as a 13 years old girl, my first thought was, oh my God, I would never achieve this level because this is a lot of sacrifice and very hard work, and I wouldn't be able to do that. And yeah, it succeeded, but here in Slovakia, and the majority of the girls anywhere where you are in the world would have reacted in another way. So, oh, it's very disgusting. I would never like to look like this. And they look like men. They are huge, and all the negative stuff. And I reacted very positively. Like I didn't find them disgusting or anything, but at that point. And I would have never thought that once I'm gonna be competing in this sport. And moreover, I've been watching Miss Olympia a couple of years ago as well, because one of the women, I don't know whether you know, Margita Zamolova is from here, from Slovakia. But she lives in Czech Republic now with her husband, but
Right.
she came from Slovakia. And she's older now. She's not young. I think she's 50 years older.
She's very late 40s, correct?
Really,
yeah.
Yeah, very late 40s. Yeah, and I've been trying to really get motivated by her as well, so that's why I kept watching, and so this is it.
Okay, so now we have dominated the smaller Miss Universe and VABA and all these federations. We've seen you win those titles.
Yeah.
Now it's time to play with the big boys, as they say. So
yeah, that's what I would like to achieve. Yeah.
So first, we have to do an NPC Pro qualifier. Do you have?
Qualifier.
Do you have NPC regionals in Slovakia?
Yes, but I have never competed in Slovakia. My bodybuilding career started in Budapest in Hungary, because my trainer lived there, and he recommended me to start my career there, because that makes sense. Here in Slovakia, there is maybe only one federation. It is like the IFBB. Yeah, it's called IFBB, but it doesn't support the competitors. So they treat them like dogs or slaves. So they don't treat them nicely. And Hungary, there are a lot of federations, even natural and everything. So as you mentioned, web, the amateur federations, NAC is existing as well, and there is IFBB as well. And in the fall, actually, you can qualify for NPC show.
In this fall, there's an NPC. There's an NPC.
In this year, you can qualify and you can compete every year.
So are you doing it this year?
I would like to. I hope that I will have a chance for that, because that was our plan with my trainer. He actually wanted to travel with me and with some of the competitors abroad, because abroad qualifying for the NPC is much cheaper and much more rational, because abroad there is no protection. For example, if you compete in Hungary, then maybe the judges will prefer the Hungarian competitors, maybe. But if you go abroad, they don't care where did you come from or what is your goal. They just see your physique, and if they decide it is good, then you win.
But right now you have no coach, correct?
Right now, no, but I'm actually searching for it actively. But as I mentioned, it is really hard to rely this physique on someone. So the one whom I would choose to be my trainer has to be very experienced, as my trainer was. He had 40 years of experience back to him. So,
but and do you work regular job, or do you have how do you work a regular job, or?
I am a trainer in the gym, and I do online trainings as well. They do pay off really well. I love doing that. I also do beside of the training, I write dietary plans, training plans, give advices. So I managed to find my perfect dream job in the field of bodybuilding, because if you love what you do, it is not a job. So it is a job for me, because it takes time to do my tasks and the works what people request and require. But really, it's my dream job. So it paid off really well, and I love doing that, and I hope I can do this in the future, because I couldn't imagine myself standing in the counter or behind the desk serving alcoholic drinks for people, or washing the dishes in a bar. So I don't think that it's for me. I would like to stay in the field of bodybuilding.
Before we make the plan, just one quick question: how much did you weigh on stage last time, by the way?
Sorry, again?
How much? Just one question: how much did you weigh on stage your last show?
Last show it was in Germany, and my weight was 75 or 6 kilogram between these two numbers. Yeah.
JB, how much is that? 170?
I'm
75 kilograms.
Yeah, just in pounds. Yeah. But anyway, so
I don't know the pounds. I only know the kilograms. Sorry.
Me too. Yeah.
Okay. So, Tifani, now you have to listen to what we have to say. So, JB over there, he has 20 years experience with women's bodybuilding. I have a lot of experience working with the bodybuilding media. We know the whole industry. Your potential to succeed in women's bodybuilding right now is one of the best in the world.
I'm speechless now.
But we must make a plan. So this means you must find a NPC qualifying show. Then we will talk to different promoters, sponsors. You will have to, we can give you names to different coaches to a top level experience. When they see this interview, when they see these pictures, and we're going to tell them about you, they will reach out to you so you can decide who you want to work with, because every coach in the world, when they see your genetics, they will want to work for you if you're into women's bodybuilding, because you have the potential to win Miss Olympia in the future. And then we have to get you out, and then you have to and then you have to move from your country or your town and move to a place
that is for sure. I would like to move away from here. That is for sure.
So it's very important now. Now you know JB and myself. We will help you with this, and we will put you in the right people to further your career. Because in women's bodybuilding, we don't have people like you this young, and we need to capitalize on it now.
And sorry for interrupting. You mentioned the sponsors. You know, I think it is a little bit shame that I don't have sponsors yet, because almost everyone who I know who competes in figure or in bikini has got sponsors, and I don't have yet. So it's
first, now we pick the show date. Then we will find the coaches, give you tips who you can check them out and see what you like.
Yeah.
Then we're going to talk to different judges and promoters and the higher-ups and people in Wings of Strength, maybe, to reach out. You know, Alina Popa and these people that can guide you. Do you know Alina Popa?
Of course. I heard about her, yeah.
Yeah, so people to guide you, because we need you in the sport, in the right federation, to make your dreams come true and take your career to the next level. And I think when this interview comes out, people will see you even more. So this is going to be a great year, Tifani. I can feel it. JB, can you feel it?
I can feel it too. Definitely.
Yeah. So we keep in touch. We're going to send you all the information on DMs. So this is not it. And as soon as you pick the show date, you're going to come back.
I will let you know. Yeah, I will let you know about that. For sure.
And then you're going to come back, and then we're going to announce where it is, and here starts the prep and who you're going to work with, because you are the next big thing, and you can't be, I don't want to say wasting it away, but you got to go the right direction now, straight to the top, correct?
Yeah, I would like to, as long as I am young, because I don't want to do it in my 30s or 40s. You know, my 22 now, I would like to achieve this goal until I am 25 maybe. So in 3 years, it will be really nice to achieve, for example, an IFBB Pro card to the end of the career.
And if you go to a pro qualifier with the look you already had, you're going to win listen, it's not the last pro card winners we've had. It's going to be an easy win.
I hope so.
That's JB. This is guaranteed, JB.
Yeah.
Tifo.
Yeah. Tifo.
Okay, guys, you just had the first ever. Have you had an interview before in different media than your own country before?
Yeah, I had a couple of ones.
Okay. Well, JB, edit that out. I'm just saying. Anyway. No. Okay, Tifani, is there something you want to say before we go?
I don't know. It's hard. What should I say?
That's up to you. I don't know.
Greetings or thank yous or something.
I know. I just maybe. For both of you, really, thank you for the possibility to promote me and advertise me in this sensational way. I'm really thankful. I hope that the interview was okay with me, even though I was sitting in my car, unfortunately. And I do really hope that people will like the female bodybuilders in the future as well, and accept it.
Thank you very much,
Tifani. We will keep in contact, and you will come back when we have everything planned for this year. And thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you very much.